So for you, as a midfielder, obviously your role is to control the tempo of the game, when to speed it up, when to slow it down. What was the biggest learning point for you?
As a midfielder?
Yeah.
For me now, I could say that obviously it's because of the age and all that. And for me, like as a midfielder, what I think is back then when I was a youngster, I would always want the ball, and let's say the center back gets the ball and I would almost get the ball on his feet just to do this and do that. And I was running a lot. And I think my perspective right now, and because like I grew older to the game, and sometimes I feel that I was doing too much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And basically, sometimes right now, as I understand, the fact that you're just in a good spot will create space for you, or will attract the opponent and then create space for your friend. So for me, at this time, I'm more interested in trying to see how to break down the other team using everybody than just me trying to get the ball and just making an extra pass and all this and all that. I think that's the thing that I think it's the most hard to learn, but I think it's the most important. That you think as a midfielder more what the team needs. And sometimes your job isn't to be a star. Sometimes your job is not even to touch the ball, but just to attract the opponent, to create space for Jonathan David on his back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's my...
But I completely agree with you, but this is also very difficult for a player to do. Because at this point, sometimes you're willing to sacrifice not your game completely. In different games, it requires different things, but you're willing to separate yourself from the game, getting your touches, so the team success is even better.
Yeah.
And this is very difficult for players sometimes, because obviously when you play the game, you don't play the game just to win. Obviously, you want to have fun, you want to touch the ball, be involved in the game. So yeah, it's something that I agree with, but at the same time difficult.
It's about the ego as well as a player. But what backs us up is that we work with coaches that understand football 100%. So let's say your positioning in the game is fantastic. Obviously, you could have done 60 passes, but you only do 30. But you attracted a lot the midfielder to create space for Jonathan David that turned and assisted Alphonso Davies to score. They're going to see, like the fan base is going to see Jonathan David's turn and Fonzie's finish. But the coach is going to see all that plus me dropping to attract their midfielder to create space for you. So I think at the end of the day, like the understanding of football is always gonna win. You know, like what the player wants and all that. Like the coach is always gonna back up a smart player that works for the team than a player that just wants to know by himself but is not helping the team. You know what I mean?
But not every coach will see this. A good coach will see this.
At a certain level, you know, when it starts to go to a certain level, they'll start to see that. And to be honest, that's the football that I'm trying to learn right now. Is that level, because that's the top level right there. And you know this more than nobody.
And for the fans that are watching and don't know you that well, what are your hobbies, things you like to do, you know, off the pitch on your downtime?
Yeah. So I have a dog, 4-year-old dog. It's a black pug. She's called Lua. Lua in Portuguese is moon. So during COVID, me and Constanza, you know, we got Lua. So spent a lot of time with her, playing around. I was a big gamer back then. I played a lot of Call of Duty. I was addicted to Call of Duty, to be honest.
I heard you're very good also.
Yeah, I was addicted. Obviously because of my injury and all that, you know.
Yeah, more time.
People can say whatever, but gaming really, you know, lets you
disconnect. Yeah,
You know what I mean? But then after my daughter was born, I can't even have 5 minutes per week to play. So basically now I just spend time with my daughter, spend time with my girlfriend, obviously Constanza. And then it's just about the little things, you know. I enjoy going for a walk. I enjoy, you know, going to get something to eat, talking FaceTime with my friends. It's just, I'm just a normal guy, man. That's what I have to say. That's what I have to say.
Yeah, so obviously you had a daughter recently. Yeah. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
And so what are the challenges with that? You know, do you feel like you're under a little bit more pressure that you have to do certain things? And do you feel, I wouldn't say guilty, but in situations like you're with the national team and you're away from her for 2 weeks, something like that, does it affect you? Because I know I had some teammates that when we would even go on like just an away trip, 1-2 days, they would miss their children. No,
obviously I miss my little girl, but at the end of the day, I really understand that that like the team needs me. You know what I mean? And secondly, like if we don't run now, when are we gonna run? So this is a good opportunity for us to like take advantage of how physically we are to play, to make a good career, to make money, to win trophies. And Costa understands that. You know what I mean? Obviously, for me, Copa America was super hard because like I think Benedita was like 2 months. Yeah. And they go through different stages. And Benedita was going through a stage that, you know, she didn't sleep almost. And Constanza, living at Porto, and her family is from like 2 hours and 20 from Porto. She was dealing with all this by herself. And to be honest, bro, and I'm going to say it here, I don't mind. After our group with Argentina and all that, especially Copa America, we know it's a hard tournament. Yeah. I told Constanza, I don't know when I'm coming back, but to be honest, I think I'm going to only play 3 games. That's what I said. Yeah. Because it's Argentina. Yeah, obviously. You know, whatever. Like, we had a camp before Copa America in Europe where I missed those 2 weeks. Yeah. So I didn't see my girl. And then we came back for 2-3 days, which is nothing. Yeah, obviously. And then I went back, you know? So I told Constanza, like, it's going to be 10 days till the first game. And then, like, it's 3 games. Yeah. If we're lucky, we're going through, but... And then, bro, the worst, which was the best, was when we went through the group stage, bro, it's 1 week, right? Yeah. So I call my girlfriend. She's obviously sleeping because of the time difference. And I'm like, Constance, I'm going to stay 1 more week. But then you're like quarterfinals. It's hard to get through the quarterfinals, right? You get to the quarterfinals, we win. And then obviously you go to the semifinals, but you still have to play the third, fourth. Yeah, exactly. So there was a point where it was just like 1 more week. And then I'm going to stay till the end of the competition. And we were competing for what, a month and a week. I don't know.
Almost 6 weeks.
Yeah. And that for me was hard because if they told me you're going to be away for 1 month, it would be different than you're going to be away for 2 weeks. And then 5 more days. And then, you know what I mean? Time, that was super hard. And then, 3-4 days where my daughter didn't want me. I grabbed her. She was crying. I had to gain her confidence back, but I did. That was hard. That was a hard time for me. But I'm very happy. Like you haven't experienced this yet. Cyle had honestly, it's a game changer. It's the best thing of the world. Like that,
right. And especially having a daughter we have teammates that have boys, and I hear the difference. And daughters, I think you have a soft spot for them, and whatever they ask for, it's done. It's done
for sure.
Just be ready. But no, your daughter's still young, and I think as they get older, you enjoy it more.
Yeah, I think like
you start to see this personality, and then my daughter's like their mother, first of all.
No, for sure. And they change. Like every week they change.
They go to school, they learn things. And Yeah, so it's nice. It takes you away from the football, you know. Let's say you have bad training, or you like a bad game, and even if you have a good game, you score. Like they're at the game, you see them, you know. And it's just they're happy. And my daughter asks me now when I come back from a game, did you lose or you win?
That's nice, that's nice. To be honest,
like you lost. I'm like, no. Did you lose today?
I think like everything is about them right now, right? And before we were a little bit like looking at us, you know, but now it's just all about them. That's what I feel.
It gives you more focus too. So
how about you? You have a girlfriend?
I do.
And
it's going well.
It's going well.
No, it's going well. It's been 4 years.
4 years already.
Yeah. It's going well.
That's
obviously.
solid. That's solid.
It is.
4 years is solid.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm turning 25 next year. I think obviously I would love to have kids pretty soon. I think you just have to get married, really. I want to get married before having kids. So for me right now, it's about just organizing everything, you know, finding a ring, proposal ideas, things like this. This is the most difficult part for me.
Also comes the time you are in your life. Sometimes it just happens, but sometimes where you are in your life and because if you're moving around and this and that, it's hard. But I mean, sometimes it happens where you have the kids, but you are moving around. Maybe you win for time you're stable. Like
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like if you were supposed to leave a little last year, maybe you're leaving this year.
That's one thing I learned. I learned like I think there's never like a right time for you to do stuff because things are always happening. Like you can't control. So just if you feel it, just go for it because like you'll have power to adapt. But if you're waiting for I'm gonna be at this club. I'm gonna be solid. Like I'm chilling.
It doesn't work.
That doesn't work because it's injuries, it's health, it's all this that's coming up. It's so hard. So too much planning, I don't think works.
Yeah, I'm not really ready for one. I think I'm a guy. I'm very relaxed, as you guys know. I just go with the vibes, you know. Go with the vibes, and we'll see where life takes us.
I understand.
So I'd like to shift gears a little bit, get into the little game we always play.
Yeah.
So I'll start with you, Kyle.
What's up with this game?
Me?
Yeah, question for you. So first step that doesn't know the game. This is the pitch challenge. Basically, we ask ourselves questions and questions we receive from fans. And so basically, if I ask Kyle a question and he doesn't want to answer, he has a red card, which is
pass.
A pass?
Yeah, it's a pass.
2 yellows?
2 yellows? Yeah, basically 2 yellows and each yellow is a pass.
Yeah.
And you have a substitute, which you can just, if the question is for him, he can maybe switch the question to you and you have to answer the question.
Yeah.
And the last one.
So if you use both yellows, you get a red. You have to answer this question.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and if you get 2 yellows, that's a red card, obviously, and you have to answer the question no matter what.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sounds
so
good.
my first question was for Kyle.
Okay.
So obviously,
I like this game. I like this game.
That's all the watch.
Yeah, you had some very good performances with the national team.
Yeah.
But sometimes it feels like you're a bit underrated, you know, for what you do on the team.
Yeah.
So do you ever feel like you're fighting to get the recognition you deserve, either, you know, for Canada or at club level?
Yeah, I mean, for Canada, I never played for the younger teams, and I fought to get on the first team, basically. I think Benito Flores, he brought me in when I was younger, and then, I mean, for me, I think I've always fought to show what I can do, and I mean, recognition or not, I really don't care what the fans think, or they say I don't score, I score. Like, I think I've shown I've scored every big games for the national team, and even if I don't score, I'm helping the team, you know. So, I mean, I do see it, and sometimes you're human. You feel that, you know, and you're not being recognized. But to be honest, I don't care. They can think what they want, say what they want, and I always performed and I always scored goals for the national team. And So yeah.
And then why do you think you're so like underrated or they don't appreciate you so much? Why do you think that?
I don't know, man. I think just they want me to score certain times they think I should score, you know, and I don't know that. I mean, fans have their opinion, people have their opinion, and I really could care less what they think.
That's right, man. That was 2 questions though.
2 questions, right?
Straight back to back.
Back. I love that question though. That's a great question.
That's a nice question.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep scoring though.
Yeah, of course.
Who's the best goal scorer of the men's national team history?
This one right here.
Okay, thank you.
Scored the most goals and they're still complaining, bro.
Thank you.
Never satisfied.
Yeah.
That's it. Even the best players in the world, the people are never satisfied.
Yeah, exactly. So it's what comes with the job ultimately.
Yeah. Some people can't handle it.
It means
Some
you're
people
in a
can.
good level, bro.
Yeah.
If you're in a good level, there's pressure, and that's where you want to be, right? So it's amazing.
Like me and you, I mean, you scored at the Copa America. I didn't score a goal at the Copa America, but I think I helped the team a lot. And,
Obviously, that goal for the Johnny goal against Peru,
Peru?
bro. That's almost 60% of the goals of your job.
Yeah.
That's what people don't see.
Yeah.
That's where the coaches at the top level see. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
Any of you have questions?
Oh, it's my turn.
If you want,
Okay.
yeah.
Ask who? Me?
Anyone.
Ask anybody? No, I can ask anyone.
Anyone, yeah. If you have.
Okay.
anything.
Okay. Wow, you got me. Let me see.
I gotta know for you.
Okay.
No, I'll tell you after.
You can go now.
I'll ask you a question.
Ask me a question.
Yeah. You've played in Belgium.
Yeah.
You played in Turkey. You played in MLS, and you played now in Spain.
Yeah.
Am I missing somewhere?
No. Professionally, no. Yeah.
For me, this is a question that it's probably hard or easy, whatever. For me, you did amazing in Besiktas, especially towards the end. Scored a lot of goals in the Champions League. Like, they liked you there.
Yeah.
And then it was before or after you went to Bruges,
Yeah.
and then that went bad.
South. Yeah.
And I wanted to
Know the story?
like whatever, like you didn't play and you
Yeah.
left, but
Yeah.
I think there's probably 1 or 2 specific reasons that I don't know if you weren't happy there, if you didn't like the
Yeah.
country. I just want to see if you want to address that.
Yeah. Besiktas went well when I was playing there. I loved playing there. And for me, I played in Belgium before.
I know, yeah.
And I liked playing in Belgium. The league was good and the quality was good. I played in Zulte Waregem. I went on loan there, so it was good. And Jonathan was there at the same time. His team was a bit better, but but no, I enjoyed playing there and I scored goals there. So when I was leaving Besiktas, my contract was finished. So and I had a few clubs and Bruges was one of them. And I mean, I wasn't gonna go there, but the coach at the time there called me and told me to come and told me they're playing Champions League and he wanted me to come play with these guys and that I was gonna play. And so obviously I wanted to go somewhere I was gonna play. The coach calls you, it's like, okay, he's trying to build connection, you know, and so that's why I decided to go there. And when I got there, it was totally opposite. I mean, I think I got there for preseason and I forgot we were somewhere in the Netherlands. And the first game, I think a preseason game, I played. Maybe I came in. I forget. It was a long time ago. And then the season came. I came in as a sub. I think it was a cup game. I think.
Yeah.
I think we had a penalty and I took it. It hit off the post, but we scored. And then the next game after that, I think I came in as a sub. And then after that, I just didn't play. I don't know what the reason why. I think, and that's the thing, football. Sometimes you don't know the reasons. Yeah. But when the coach told me to come to Bruges, I was like, okay, I'm gonna come. I'm gonna play. And they have a really good team. I played in Belgium, so I knew the players there when I was playing there, and top quality players. I think they were playing Champions League that year.
Yeah, we
Tejan
played.
was there.
We played against you guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we played against you. Tejan was there, but I never played. So I don't think it was because I can't score. I played with Besiktas. I scored many goals, but yeah, I think what I was told wasn't exactly when I came. You know, and so. Still got paid though. Whatever they want to say. And then after that, I went to Valladolid and I was scoring goals. So was it really me or was it the people above? So I don't know. It wasn't.
Sometimes it's the environment.
Sometimes out of your control. So went to Valladolid, did well, and there I loved playing there in La Liga. I loved the league, and the people there were good to me. The fans there were good to me, and I mean. When I went to a club and I played each game with it 80 or 90 minutes and not coming in and out the game, starting, not starting.
You always performed.
I've always scored goals. And I think every time when I went to a club and they played me, I came out or I started, I didn't start, didn't play one game. It's no consistency. So, and I don't care if there's a lot of pressure or if there's no pressure. Like, if I'm playing every game, I will score.
I think all the players need that, bro. To be honest, like,
and something that
it's clear. Your mind's clear.
Of course,
So, but something that a lot of people don't know is, like you said, the coach called you and he promised you things. This is a regular thing, you know.
It's a regular,
Like people always promise you things, but they might not or possibly won't be true. But people have to do what they have to do to get you there, right?
Yeah. And I think it was out of his control. A lot of the decisions that were made was out of the coach's
from upstairs
control, and sometimes they bring players in, and upstairs say this guy's playing. But the coach can't really tell you why. They'll say some bullshit.
I know about that because obviously there was a couple of situations when I was in Ghent that were also like this, so I know how much power that they have upstairs compared to the coach. So
yes, but there's some coaches that have a lot of power.
Of course, but obviously
those are the ones that usually do well.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, these are your bosses. You know, they keep your job or they fire you. So it's a fine line between I do what I want and I listen to what they tell me to do.
Yeah.
But just to go back, you took the penalty in preseason, but was it yours to take?
Which one?
The penalty in preseason.
In the cup, it was a cup game.
It was a cup game.
Was it yours
Super
to take?
Cup, I think. Was it mine to take?
Yeah. Or you just...
I think Vanaken was usually the penalty taker. And at that time, I took penalties I was taking penalties in the national team at that time. So I scored most of them. I think I missed one out of that year in national team. So, I mean, he's a good guy. He said, okay, I think he was tired at the time. I don't know. But I took it. So I wasn't the penalty taker, but he's the penalty taker. And sometimes he gives it to some guys. That year he gave it a lot of penalties to some guys.
So he gave it to you in that situation? Yeah. He said, Kyle, take it.
No, I asked him.
To be honest, he probably wanted to give Kyle confidence first time
he's
in
a good
the team.
I know him. I played against I know the guy. I played against him. So
he's a good guy. I said, can I take it? He's like, yeah, take it.
Okay, then fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I thought maybe, it wasn't yours to take in.
No,
bang. Then maybe that's where it started going downhill,
No, we scored on that. The guy rebounded out and he scored. So we won.
Same result.
Yeah, same result.
But as you were speaking about, like when you played consistently, consistent games, 90 minutes, 80 minutes or whatever, you've done very well. But when you're in and out of games, not starting every game or having to come off at like the 60 minute every game, that you don't do so well. But do you think that's a part of your game that maybe you have to adjust to or you need to improve?
I think some players are... Every player is different, I think. I think you can improve it, but I think consistency is key to performance. I think some players are good at coming in the game and being sparked to the game, and some players are not. I mean, you can work on it, but it's hard. I think Steph knows maybe too, because you haven't been playing so much this year, but also me, and last year was in and out the game, but it just also do with match fitness. Match fitness, or because you're playing consistently, you're up to the speed of play.
Yeah.
You training is not like the match, you know.
Yeah.
And you can come in the match, and at time of the match, you come in 65. It's full tempo, you know. And when you're starting, and you know the pace of the game, you know where the defenders are going to be.
Oh yeah.
You know, so it changes, and so
I think like if you have a coach that says that you're not a starter but still makes you feel important, I think that is very important for the player, because at least you come in and you're motivated, because, you know, to be honest, bro, at the stage I'm at right now, I understand more now because, you know, I've been on the bench and coming in and all that. Sometimes, bro, the strategy of a coach to win a game is thinking about the players that are going to come in the second half. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
And nowadays that happens more than ever. It's just like, I know this is going to be a tough game. I'm going to put, especially like, let's say my best 11, whatever. Even if it's 0-0 around 60, 70, I know I have bullets in my bench to just go in and kill it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
But some players are better coming off the bench.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying. So like for me, it's a matter of the coach motivating more the players that are not playing and still making them feel important. Then obviously there's some coaches that, okay, this is my starting 11, and the others like, I don't care, whatever. But to be honest, I'll give you an example. Like the first game after Copa America, we were playing the Super Cup against Sporting. We were losing 3-1, bro. Like our start of the second half wasn't the best. Like we were pressing bad and all this and all that. And our coach made subs and it changed the game, bro. You know what I mean? And when you think about it, like, and if I'm going to be a coach in the future, like that's something that we should think about. Like, although you're not in the starting 11, you're still important for the team. And I remember when I was playing last year and I was starting every game, when the game was hard and I was looking at my colleagues that were coming in, I was like, oh, thank God this guy's coming in, because I know he's going to help us. You know what I mean?
I think the coach also has to know, does this guy perform better starting? Or does he perform better coming off the bench?
Exactly.
And you can look at a person's career and notice.
Exactly. Yeah,
you can see it.
It's true. But like, let's say he's a very fast guy, explosive, whatever. Yeah. And obviously in the beginning of the game, everything's closed and all this and all that. Yeah. Although he's your best winger for that game specifically, it's better for him probably to be on the bench and then come in. Yeah. And then there's more space. There's more...
I'm not speaking about that though. Okay, maybe that winger starts most of the games.
Exactly.
I'm thinking about you play 45, you don't play one game, you come in 35. Like maybe you don't play the next game.
Yeah.
Then you play 90 next game.
Yeah.
Like it's really
that's hard.
It's really hard to keep your top level fitness.
But if the coach is talking to you, like every day, saying like, you know, this is happening, you're not playing, but you're very important, this and that. The motivation is different, and you're gonna come in and you want to win, and you're gonna play better, and all this and all that. Yeah. For me, sometimes it's about the touch of the coach as well.
But some coaches have no feeling.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but I think it's hard for a lot of coaches.
Yeah, it's hard to manage this many players.
Yeah, because you can't be speaking to every player, being in every player's ear and saying, "Oh, you know, we need you." Everything. No, you have too many things to think about. So obviously he has to to some extent, but. So hard for him to keep track of every player, of who needs what. Obviously,
that's true as well.
He needs to coach the team, but obviously there's better managers with player management than others. So obviously that would help, but sometimes you just can't.
That's true. That's true.
Another question for you.
Okay.
Who's the most important player on the team?
Whoa.
Pass.
I don't know, man. To be honest, it's the thing is with us, bro. I'm gonna pass because it's not. I'm gonna pass. I don't want to get a yellow card. It's just like I don't know what to respond, because I think we have such a good core. You know what I mean? Like we function as one, and I think we don't have the most important player. We have like 4 or 5 top players that if one or two are missing, you know what I mean? So if you guys want, I can take a yellow card because I don't know what to respond.
But that's to you.
Yeah, let me ask that to you.
That goes to you.
Okay.
How about you? We'll all answer this question.
I'm yellow too.
No. What do you mean yellow too? We'll all answer this question.
I answered.
Well, what's your answer to that question? He had an answer. He didn't give an answer, but he had an answer.
Mine's the same.
Nah, bro. I want you to speak, bro.
Mine's the same. I don't think we can. There's not one important player like a Messi.
No.
I think us functioning together as six players, like 6-7 players, I think that's what makes us really.
You know why?
Really good.
You know why? And I agree with Cyle, because we already played without specific players, and we always did good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you missed a couple of games, we handled it. Kyle missed a couple of games. I missed in the World Cup.
Fonzie was out with.
We had
COVID.
that problem.
Yeah, with the heart. Yeah.
We still won a lot of games.
We didn't lose a game in the qualifying.
Exactly.
So
Like
I don't think it's.
Exactly.
We have a most important player. I think we have a lot of players that are really high level and that we can still function as a really good team.
For me, to be honest, that's the answer, bro. But you respond now.
I respond? Difficult one. What's funny? Difficult one.
Who's your player?
Oh,
you have a player then.
Do I have a player?
Yeah.
I have a couple of players, but
Exactly.
it's not. Yeah, okay.
Sorry,
It's not.
But you don't have one player.
But you know, I'm saying this because I've seen things and things have been said. This is why this is why I asked this question.
Okay.
Things have been. I heard. Oh, you know, Steph is like the heart of this team. You know, he's the most important player because when he's not there, the midfield is not solid enough. That this is why I asked him this question, just to see. Okay. You know, but as you guys said.
But that there's always going to be comments about that.
Yeah.
I've played certain games
That's the fan.
where just like, this guy's drunk. What's he doing here? You know what I mean? Like,
of course, you can't be good every game, but doesn't matter.
So single games, I think if you miss a competition and you see the game, the team like 4 or 5 games, and you see like we didn't control the midfield as well as we did World Cup qualifying because Stephen was playing. That I understand. But one specific player, for me, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a comment for who do you want next, any spicy questions for the next episode. Like, subscribe. And yeah, this has been the Striker's Corner, and thank you guys again for watching.
Thank you guys.